Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 3 of Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. This is also, hope you guys are doing well. It's an early morning episode here. I was going to say this is also the third character creation episode, and we're more than likely going to get that completed today. Character creation. So let's see, we're playing on hard expert mode. We'll jump in this way. Skip this. Skip this. If you want to see this stuff, guys, check out the first video in the series. Like this, if you want to hear that. But we're going to jump right in, try to get to gameplay today. So let's hit mail. Let's see. I was going to be an elf, a pale elf from the frozen lands, a druid who can beast shift and shift into a stag. And the stats were as follows. Let's see, perception. I think something like that. Plus 20% duration. Maybe that was still 13. And 14 went towards dexterity, which is action speed. Let me see here. 14 perception is good. Maybe make that 15. Good interrupt, accuracy, and reflex. Decent intellect for good area of effect. We went through our spells last episode. If you want to see that, definitely pause this and go check that out. So intellect will increase the area of effect. Concentration, deflection. Now let's go with another 14. Let's go with dexterity for action speed. Bong bong, very good. Next, we've got, I believe we came from Adir or Adir. And we got Resolve +1. Okay, now we're going to go today over the backgrounds. This is one of the last things we have to do for character creation. Aristocrat, you've lived your life amongst the nobility. Your days have been marked by lavish meals and extravagant parties. Your conversations peppered with talk of pedigree and bloodlines, lore +2. Dissident, you've made your name for yourself as a troublemaker. Disrespect for authority and lack of care regarding the rules are recurring themes in your life. Stealth +1, lore +1. Hunter, you live for the thrill of the chase, whether for glory or for sustenance. You have made your living taking the lives of wild creatures. Stealth and survival +1. Mercenary, blade and battle is your way of life. You solve your problems by pulling out your weapon and applying force. Athletics +1, lore +1. Clergyman, piety and prayer are the cornerstones of your public life, and you encourage the same in others. Lore +2. Colonist, you are part of a group that founded a fledgling colony in a distant land. Survival +2. Drifter, you never quite fit in no matter where you go. Each new town is just a place to rest briefly before moving on to the next. You are more comfortable on the road, traveling the world. Stealth and mechanics +1. Laborer, your life has been spent in the study of your craft. You trained and prepared, hoping to hone your skills and ply your trade. Athletics and mechanics. Merchant, you've traded goods from all over the world, pairing items with buyers of all kinds. Lore and mechanics +1. And slave, you've never known freedom. Shackles and chains have bound your existence, and someone has told you what to do your entire life. Athletics and survival +1. I think we're going to go merchant. I think that's pretty cool. Traveling pale elf merchant. Lore and mechanics +1, so that's that. Then we've got the look. Let's see if we can't zoom in further. I guess not. I guess we'll go with head 1. Hair. We're just about done with character creation, guys. Let's see what we've got. I guess maybe we'll go with 9. Facial hair. Nothing there. Skin. I'm colorblind, but that looks a little pinkish. So we'll go with that one. Hair. Let's see. We'll go with silver hair as well. Secondary color. Boom, boom. Primary. Go with like silver. And let's see, we've got portraits. I think that right there will about wrap it up. I want to go with maybe head number 3. Yeah, head number 3 is good. Silver hair. Okay, next. Then we've got voice selection.
Just say the word.
I've got this.
Silence surrounds me.
Yes?
Leading the way.
Ha!
Easy now.
Watch and learn.
Ah!
They'll never know I'm here.
I think we'll go smooth.
Yes, I'm flattered.
Let's go!
Steady does it.
Hey there.
And we'll go smooth. And I think we're done. Enter name. ELZARION, and we are ready to jump into the game if we're going to go with these choices. Level 1 Druid. Any last second changes I want to make. I can't check my derived stats at the moment. Pale Elf. Human. Dexterity and perception +1. And pale elf. Okay, so let's hit done and wait, I'm not 100% ready to jump in just yet. Am I certain I want to play a pale elf? I think so. A pale elf druid. Be more on the male side of things. Alright. Looks good. Let's go, son. Bong bong. New quest, the Gilded Veil. Caravan Master Odema. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day.
Huh.
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Okay, remember we suddenly turned ill. You know what? Let me try something. Okay, let's hit continue.
I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker. Hold on.
Sorry,
please.
guys.
He needs to find...
No problem.
What kind of... Don't listen off.
One second. So sorry.
You are...
We're gonna redo that, but expert mode, accept on hard. Alright. Let's at least see the intro again, because we're going to be actually playing this time. Two-handed melee weapons do the most per hit
5
damage.
wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
There we go. Just wanted you guys to see that. I wanted to hear it again too. We'll quickly remake our character. Hopefully we can wear cool armor and stuff. Stag. Let's see. 1 might, 2 con. Something like that. Let me just see here. You know what? Maybe even take a point of intellect away. Give us either might or endurance. Take a point of that away. I know it's rather balanced, but I think this is what we want to go with, maybe. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. A deer. Resolve +1, oh, intellect +1. We'd have to come from Old Valia. Once the crown jewel of the southern seas. We'll go with a deer. Resolve +1. Merchant. Primary color, silver. Skin, hair, head 3. Facial hair, hair 9. We'll go with that one. Next, male smooth.
Watch and learn.
Alright, that was not too bad. ELZARION. Bong bong, let's go, son. Here we go. So we just pulled up. New quest, the Gilded Veil. We'll skip this part again.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the
Whole
hillside.
area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Veil's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
He nods in your direction. Odema looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfell, who carries an old sun-bleached bow. Sparfell nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. What are those ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear.
Huh.
Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
He adds with a wink. Who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Odema shrugs. Is it dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business. And not if the weather holds up.
There's a concern in his tone, but he does not elaborate. What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year? Rain, mostly. And wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick. Born out of the ether. The spirit's path. Never seen it myself. Never care to.
What are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Audra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories.
Odema frowns.
It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days.
Huh.
The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Where would I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
I'll go see about those berries then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without a blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
Kalisha.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
He casts a sidelong glance at her. Odema chuckles and shakes his head. He looks at you.
Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Odema's small grin recedes beneath his mustache, and he is stern once more. End dialogue.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Fast mode. No, wait a minute.
Sure.
Oh, WASD doesn't move the map? Whoa, wait a minute here. Attack is attack cursor A. How does this work? By moving the mouse to the edge of the screen. Camera left, set to attack cursor. Camera right, set to double speed. Camera up, camera down, set to half speed. Pan camera mouse 2. Okay, that works too. Zoom in. Equals. Reset zoom follows selected period. Now the attack cursor. We do want to have that available. Can we make it Q? Q, okay. Alright, let's see how this works. Save changes, yes. There we go. Okay. Caravan Master Odema, Caravan Guard. Don't mind Odema. This is as good place as any to camp. It's best not to wander alone, especially near the ruins. Okay. We are playing an old school CRPG. Suppose you wouldn't know much about Glonfothans. They're mighty protective of places like this. Difficulty. Okay, let's quick save now that we're here.
I see where you're going with that.
Required lockpicks 1. Caravan life doesn't agree with you, does it? You look as raw as that merchant Hayden. Okay, and in the crate we've got Deerwooden clothing. Though most Deerwoodens originated in the Adir Empire, Deerwooden clothing has changed a great deal since the initial waves of colonization. Deerwoodens favor tough garments often made from wool and deerskin. Due to the changing weather of the Eastern Reach, vests and other layers are common in Deerwooden daily outfits. Enchant. Compare. Interesting. DR is 0. Slight armor, it's worth 20. And a lockpick. Oh, there's the X. Value 5, copper pieces. These slender steel tools can be used to assist in opening a variety of locks. If a lock is slightly outside the range of a picker's expertise, some lockpicks may be sacrificed. Lockpicks may be sacrificed in the process of opening it. I'll take that. Caravaner. All kinds of beasts in these woods, and then you have the tribes. You really don't look so good. Odema was right to stop. Don't mind Odema. I've traveled with Odema before. He's never led us astray. I see more and more people on the roads these days, looking for safety in towns and cities, it seems. It's best not to wander alone, especially so near the ruins. Caravan life doesn't agree with you. Just head in. Here we've got a potion of minor regeneration, plus 35 endurance over 12 seconds. These blue-green liquids are attributed with powers of recuperation, restoring energy and liveliness to the weary or morose over a period of time. Copper Ponds. This is a high-volume deerwood and currency used in everyday trade and is the basis for most transactions.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Alright. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He shakes his head and laughs when he notices you. He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Who are you?
I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
He looks at his wagon and grins ruefully. Might as well try. My thoughts exactly.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
Tell me about the Adir Empire.
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Raed Saris and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire, a fact our companions are quick to remind me of.
He gives you a lopsided grin and nods at the other scattered caravanners. Why'd you move all the way out here?
Because it seemed friendlier than Raed Saris? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
He laughs. He shrugs. Deerwood is a former Adir colony, so it seemed like a good place to start. And as much as I admire the Raed Sarans for work ethic, they've always struck me as a little fanatical. Sounds reasonable enough. Out here, I'm just taking it one day at a time. Let's see what you've got. Okay, so I have a Gon's Pledge. Gon's Pledge grants Gon's Pledge 2 per rest. This item grants the ability to shield the wearer from the myriad perils that plague the world of Aora. An aspect of the god Aethys, Gon represents the harvest of old age, symbolized here by the many interlocking sickles that form the ring. As Gon helps protect the dignity of old age, so too do his followers pledge to prevent young lives from being harvested before their time. Huh. I've also got giant miniature space piglet. What? This tiny titanic pig has an otherworldly appearance that seems to be at odds with its endearing behavior. It follows you dutifully and requires nothing in return save companionship. Deerwood and clothing. Okay, before we do this, what's this button? Party. Stash. 0 out of 2. I'm not sure what that is. Camping supplies, maybe? Retrain character. Store. So if we hit party. Oh, okay. I want to look at inventory. There we go. Okay, so I am using a saber. Speed is average, worth 5. Interrupt is 0.5, average. Damage 14 to 20 slash, accuracy versus deflection, plus 20% damage. Sabers are curved, single-edged swords capable of inflicting severe wounds. Though they are less effective against armor than standard swords, they are deadly against unarmored enemies. And a small shield, 8 deflection, Though they don't offer much protection, small shields do not interfere with the warrior's accuracy at all. Unlike larger shields, which are worn on the forearm, small shields are held in the hand. I want to check our other stats too while we're at it. Our health is 166, endurance 42, damage 14 to 20 slashing. Accuracy, primary is 24, plus 20 for being a druid and 4 for perception. Our interrupt is 12 for perception. Concentration is 84, minus 3 for having a strange illness. Defenses, 32 deflection, 20 base, 4 for resolve, 8 for small shield. Fortitude is 20, 4 from might, 6 from constitution, minus 3 for strange illness. Reflex is 34, 20 base, 6 dexterity, 8 perception, and will is 32. 20 base, 4 intellect, 8 resolve. Damage reduction, 6 for leather armor. Oh, we are wearing leather armor. It's medium armor. Damage reduction 6, but slashing, it does 9. However, corrode, it only does 3. Recovery speed, minus 30%. Recovery is the amount of time that a character spends between actions. Longer actions result in proportionally longer recovery. Armor also has a large effect on recovery. Generally, heavier armor inflicts longer recovery penalties. Stiffer and more durable than ordinary hide armor, leather armor is shaped and boiled in oil to achieve its distinctive finish and toughness. Leather armor is often chosen by adventurers who want a balance of protection and speed. So that's pretty much all we're carrying. And our damage reduction, slashing is 9, plus 50% for armor efficiency. Damage reduction for burn is 16, plus 10 elemental endurance. Same with freeze, 16, but corrode is only 3, minus 50% from the armor. We have 110 currency, no camping supplies. Let's see what Kalisha is equipped with. She's got 51 and a ton more health. AI behavior. Damage 13 to 19 and 8 to 13. Slashing and crushing respectively. She's got a battle axe in one hand. Wow. Plus 0.5 to crit damage multiplier. Speed average. Capable of delivering powerful blows from their broad curved blades, battle axes are commonly used by soldiers throughout the Deerwood and Air Glanfont. And in her other hand, she's got a torch. Interrupt 0.5 average, 8 to 13 crush damage, plus 10% burn damage. Though not especially effective in combat, torches can be used to illuminate dark environments. And her defenses are way better. She's also got scale armor. 7 damage reduction, 9 slash, 5 pierce, 9 freeze, speed, recovery speed minus 35%. It's medium armor. Scale armor is made of overlapping small plates of metal or horn sewn to a leather backing. It offers a balance of protection and speed. We can check her stats. Accuracy is better. Yeah, so she's a bit tougher. Very pretty. And she's got a potion of minor regen. Come here, Gon's Pledge. We should go ahead and equip that. Bonk bonk. Space Piglet. Oh, it goes down there. Slots for pet. Deerwood and clothing. We can just sell that. Use the lockpicking. There's crafting we'll get into eventually.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
Alright, sell the Deerwood and clothing. Oh, we get 75 for that? Huh. And we can pick something up. We have a good weapon. All sorts of weapons though. Medium heater shield. Minus 4 accuracy for extra deflection. Brigandine is heavy armor. Lockpicks. Let's see. We only have to pay 1 to get 2 lockpicks. Let's buy the 3rd. Pay 39. Guess there's no button to haggle or anything. Bong bong. Mashallah. Let's go open that chest that was over here. Oh, there's our giant miniature space piglet. Cool. Let's see how this works. We still have a chance to not do it. It's a difficulty 1. Mechanics 1 equals 1 lockpick.
Consider it done.
Lockpicks required 1. Party lockpicks 4. Do you want to pick the lock? Yes.
There. What did I tell you?
Bong, mashallah. And in the crate is a potion of minor endurance. Speed is instant plus 50 endurance. This vibrant purple potion has an equally apparent effect, for imbibing it immediately grants a rush of energy, restoring vitality and briskness to even the most haggard and weary of travelers. Very good. I guess we've done everything at camp. We can click the Audra here. These tall glass green pillars appear as if they have sprouted from the earth. The flickering fire sets shadows dancing within. So let's go find those spring berries, guys. How long have we been playing? 37 minutes. Just about have to wrap it up. We'll check the ink with the... Whoa. Oh, horses. And there we have some sort of lichen, Orland's cradle. Awesome. So happy to be playing this. We're going to play a ton of this. You guys know how I do. I'm low and slow, baby. Low and slow.
With Pillars of Eternity, we strive with every level to both evoke the essence of the beloved Infinity Engine games, as well as introduce something new and engaging for players to experience in the world of Aora. The Caravan Encampment was no exception to this goal. As the introduction area and the first impression of Aora has to offer, it really needed to speak to the player from the get-go. Keeping in mind this principle, we needed to begin the game with an image that instilled simultaneously the feeling of adventure players may be familiar with from a Dungeons & Dragons setting, while introducing them to our own unique world. The idea of a caravan huddled around a flickering campfire both seemed familiar and befitting as the humble beginnings to a grand adventure.
Sure.
By setting the scene before a large ancient ruin with peculiar stone-like objects growing from the ground, we felt this would introduce them to some of the key landmarks of the Dyrwood. Another principle in our design was non-linearity. Pillars of Eternity is a game about choice and consequence. We didn't want our introduction to feel like an entirely guided experience, so we opted to keep the flow of the level pretty open to exploration. Once the player has finished speaking with Odema, they are free to wander around the immediate area and examine their surroundings, even find clues that foreshadow their inevitable ambush, a situation that very quickly teaches the player the concept of consequence.
Whoa. This is going to have spoilers. We're going to turn that off. Developer commentary. Cool, but we're going to turn that off. All right, here we've got... I turned party AI off for now. We can talk to Kalisha. We'll talk to her before heading out.
Springberries grow wild all over the place here. Keep your eye out.
Oh. Okay.
Sure.
I don't want that bar open. How do I close the bar?
Hey there.
Hmm?
What is it? Her encounter.
Hey there.
I guess that's always open. I guess. Weapon sets.
Hey there.
Alright, so we're going to save it here, guys. At the strange illness, -3 concentration, -3 fortitude. Because we've reached the end of the episode. But stay tuned, much more to come. We're just getting started with our new character, our pale elf druid. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. It lets me know that you want to see more, while also helping the video and the channel grow and stuff like that. So it would do my heart well to see that. All those likes and comments, I love it. Also, guys, quick heads up. If you want to become a member of my channel, you would also become a godlike legendary person. You can do it here on my channel or on patreon.com/fluent. Shout out to all my members. Love you guys. That is super, super dope to me. Really appreciate all your guys' input there and becoming a member. But feel free to check that out. Otherwise, guys, I hope to see y'all next time. We're going to make a new save file here. This is YouTube episode 3, right? We're already on 3. We also have other saves. I promise that somehow is from the... Actually, I don't know. But I remember one playthrough I did with this when the game came out for about 80 hours, but that is the only one I really recall. So anyway, this is going to be the new one. Hope to see you guys next time. We'll talk to Sparfell and explore the area. So until then, be well, live well, stay well, and much love, peace, and joy, guys. Don't go anywhere. Much more fun to be had with Pillars of Eternity. See you guys then. Ciao for now.